This is a lesson over 10.1, so this is about circles. So some of this you already know, like the radius is a segment with one endpoint at the center of the circle, and the other one is on the circle, the endpoint on the circle, and we know that definition already. But then there's one you might not know, which is a chord. And so that's a segment whose endpoints are on the circle. So both endpoints are on the circle. So EF is a chord because E and F both are on the circle and they're connected. And it's within the same circle. Okay, they're connected, so that segment is called a chord. Now a diameter, so CD is the diameter because it has endpoints on the circle and goes through the center. And that is also a type of chord since its endpoints are on the circle. So the diameter is a chord passing through the center of the circle. And this next part you should know too, so the relationship between the diameter and the radius. So diameter is equal to twice the radius, or if you want to solve for the radius, we can also say the radius is equal to half the diameter. Or you could say r equals d over 2. Any of those will work, and you guys shouldn't need that too much because we already know that. Just a notation thing, the way we notate circles is we do a circle with a center, and then we say, we name the circle, and the circle is named by its center. So this circle is circle A because its center is named A. So this is how we would write that. Okay, moving on. So congruent circles have the same radius. Okay, congruent circles have the same radius. And circles don't differ like rectangles do. Like rectangles could be not all four sides the same, but it could be because it's more specifically a square. So not all rectangles are similar either because you can have, different lengths and all different sizes, but all circles are similar, because it's always that center and then the points on the circle are all the same distance from that center. So all circles are similar. And that's why congruent circles just have to have the same radius. The circles that are inside circles, okay, so all these circles share the same center. So these are called concentric circles. So those are circles that share the same center. And then you should know this next one too, is the circumference is the distance around the circle. And you should know the formula too. Distance around the circle. The formula for circumference is C is equal to pi times diameter, or C is equal to 2 pi r. That's the most common one we see. Okay. This one second, most common. And then just remember, this is where pi comes from. Pi is equal to the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. That's how you find pi. And that's how they discovered pi. It was a bunch of circles, and they measured the circumference divided by the diameter, and it was always giving the same ratio. So I don't really think I need to do this, but we could, show we can get from one to the other. So if you know one of these, you can get any of them. So you could multiply each side by d, and it cancels out the d over here, and you get c is equal to d pi or pi d, either way. So if you know one of them, you know them all. So that's it for the notes for 10.1. Now, if we look at the homework side, you should be able to figure this out pretty easily, okay? So you can use the circle to answer the question. So you need to identify a chord, name the center, and it gives you some information to figure out other things. So I think you should be fine with all of the problems, so you should be good.